Hey everyone, welcome to the AI Skills Fast Track Workshop. We're going to very quickly go through a training that is going to help you as a business leader integrate generative AI, specifically ChatGPT, into your business operations. I want to introduce myself, Bart Justice. I am the co-founder of Arise Forums and AI Growth Partners, and I've been an entrepreneur for over 25 years. I've been in executive forums for 16 of those years. I've been transformative in my business. I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end. I have a passion for leadership development, and I am committed to results. At this stage in my business, I have grown a business and scaled it and sold it, and have been a consultant for over 5 years. And I have started using generative AI to help small businesses generate more growth. And so that's what I'm committed to these days. And with me, I have Chris Thomas. And Chris and I have worked on several initiatives together over the past couple of years. He has joined me as a co-founder of Arise Forums. And uh, just want to give Chris a chance to introduce himself.
Hello, everybody. Again, my name is Chris Thomas. I'm excited about Arise Forums and everything we're doing with AI and helping businesses grow. I have 15 plus years of leadership and coaching experience. One of my great things is I'm story brand certified, and I also am a branding expert. I have about 16 years of marketing and brand development experience, and I also am a keynote speaker. So I love to talk about things that matter. Um, I'm committed to just making sure that everyone gets the results that they need: exceptional AI integration, effective branding and data marketing, and helping everyone achieve a better, faster, cheaper business as we move into the AI taking over in a good way. But that's all about me. If you want to know more, you can just ask me questions.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. We are really excited to be on this journey together and diving into AI. He jumped on with me pretty early in my journey, and it's been a great ride so far. One of the things that Chris and I have been talking a lot about is helping people make effective decisions, because with AI, you can just throw anything into a prompt and you can get output out. And there's people doing some pretty crazy things out there. You can go down a lot of rabbit trails as well. But what does really good decision making look like? We'll start there and then see how that applies to the AI journey. And so what we've come up with is you really need to have three different types of insights in order to make effective decisions. You need to have relational insight. In other words, you need to value people. You need to have tactical insight. So you need to value tasks, getting stuff done, right? And you need to have strategic insight. You have to value ideas. And it's important that you value these things in proper combination with one another. Sometimes it's more important to spend your time on strategic things. You need to take that time away from your business to work on your business instead of in it. But you can't do that all the time, right? You've got to get stuff done, and you have to value your people and grow your people and stuff like that. So learning how to do all those things in proper balance is huge. And so for AI to be effective in your organization, you need to understand how it impacts your people, your task, and your strategy. And we try to do that um, in our trainings. And so uh, we all have heard garbage in, garbage out, right? Plug and play strategies, turning your brain off. These things don't work. They create disengagement, and you get some pretty bad results. And so what what we want to do is avoid those things and think strategically about how we're going to incorporate AI. So the foundations for growth in small business. When we talk to small business people, most of them are like, I've got to grow. Well, what does that mean? What does it mean to grow? Well, you need a company growth profile in order to really effectively attack your strategy and innovation. In other words, how do we interact with the market? Do we create new product lines, and how do we go deeper with our customers and things like that? Uh, and then you need a customer growth profile, right? You want to grow your business with your marketing and sales. And so, how do we interact with our prospects and customers? And then finally, we need a personal growth profile. We as leaders need to grow, but we also need to grow our teams. So, how do we interact with our team? How do we grow our team? And these three things kind of follow right along with our strategy, tasks, and relational insight. And so, for an effective AI strategy, it really should enhance each one of these areas and should incorporate into each one of these profiles. So what we've done is we've created some AI for work trainings, and we're going to dive into those trainings here in the next half hour. But just a brief overview, it's a black belt kind of progression through understanding how to use AI. And we start with the AI foundations, right? How do we interact and we focus on ChatGPT, but a lot of these things will work for Gemini and some of the other generative AI models. And we're also rolling out AI for leaders. So how do we lead a team of people that is proficient in AI? It's going to be a game changer for leaders. And then finally, AI for executives. We've got a black belt training for that as well. And AI for executives, like how do we lead organizations that are empowered by AI? It's going to be important to know that as business owners and leaders. So the AI foundations, we are getting your team to understand how to work more productively with AI. AI for leaders, how to manage and lead a team, and then AI for executives, how to manage and lead a company that is AI powered. So why AI? Really quickly, going to go through some of the couple of months ago, Microsoft and LinkedIn got together and did a huge study of knowledge workers. Knowledge workers, basically people that sit at computers and use their brains to get work done, right? And so 75% of these global knowledge workers are using AI at work, and the majority of them just started in the last 6 months. That's an incredible adoption rate that we have never seen before. Uh, so 91% of the power users say it helps them save time. 93% says it helps them focus on what's most important, and 92% say that it helps them be more creative. We've definitely seen that in our businesses, haven't we, Chris? And then 91%,
Most definitely.
yeah, 91% say it helps them enjoy their work more, and we're having a blast doing this. So companies are hiring for it. 66% of leaders say that they wouldn't hire someone, this is in the global knowledge work world, that don't have AI skills. And 71% say they'd rather hire a less experienced candidate with AI skills than a more experienced candidate without them. We get asked all the time, is ChatGPT going to take my job? And we say no. Someone that knows ChatGPT is going to take your job, right? This adoption is happening really, really quickly, and we need strategies for getting our teams up to speed. And then these numbers are only going up, right? These numbers were pretty much at zero in less than 12 months ago, and now they're all over 50%. AI is as bad as it's ever going to be. It's only getting better. And these numbers are going to 99% pretty quickly. So why now? Now, like with the tools that are out there now, you can get real work done and you can do it better, faster, and cheaper. So why wouldn't you, right? Uh, so to demo that, to show that, we've created a marketing tool. And since Chris is our marketing expert, I'm going to turn this over to him and let him kind of walk you through this AI tool, um, and gonna make you a co-host and stop sharing my screen. You can start sharing yours.
So while he's doing that, I just want to just welcome you all to the land of marketing because it's just my playground. I'm thrilled to take you all on the journey to showcase this AI tool. Now, this AI tool you can find in our skills lab, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you all can see exactly what I'm speaking about. So this is our skills lab. This is the execution tool that we're able to use. So I'm just going to take you through the AI marketing agency tool. Now, with me showing this, you all must understand and know that I have to like AI to show this because this is replacing a lot of marketing jobs and it's making everything move a lot quicker, faster, cheaper, and AI is just taking over. So let's get started. So it's letting us know, hey, I'm a agency AI account manager. So within a few seconds, you're able to talk with a AI agency consultant. So, for example, you might say, I sell AI training that helps business coaches launch and scale 1 million a year. How many of y'all want to make it to 1 million a year? That's my question to you. And if you're at that barrier, you want to go past that, we can ask it as well. So, we'll use an example of the same. I'm a marketing professional who wants to help small businesses 10 million a year. So just from that quick sentence, it's already ready to start rocking and rolling. So perfect. Now, what it wants to take us through is the psychological triggers. Many people who look at marketing, when we look at it, we think it's just ads and sales. And maybe 50 years ago, that's what it was. But now we're really trying to see how our buyers think, what they do, where they are. That way we can put the right ads where we need to. So are we ready to get started? Yes. Now, right now, it's giving us the dreams, the past failures, fears. It's letting us know everything from a psychological standpoint. I love the suspicions part, mainly because I don't like to be sold to because I do marketing. And many people nowadays don't like to be sold to. But if you're able to understand the psychology of the client and the customers that you're trying to get to, it helps you market 10 times better if you're making a newsletter or blog or vlog, anything. So we're looking at the dreams. I'll just AI mastery, become proficient in AI tools and strategies, past failures, ineffective AI tools they might have previously invested in. So a lot of people may have a fear after wasting their money. Yep, wasting their money. And then their suspicions. Is it too good to be true? I'm pretty sure a lot of you all, as we go through this, you're going to wonder if it's too good to be true. Yes, it is. It's too good for you not to take full advantage of what we're doing here. And that's the truth about it. And looking at enemies, budget constraints, time limitations. You can do everything better, faster, and cheaper with working with AI. So we'd like to move on to the next step. Yes, sure. Now, remember, I told you all that I am a story brand certified guide. The beautiful part about that is, and the sad part about that is, I had to sit through a course and we had to pay upwards of $10,000 to get certified to become a story brand certified guide. We have something new, which is AI that can do everything that I know how to do within a fraction of the time. And it never had to pay any money. So you're getting access to me and thousands of other people who know how to use Donna Miller's story brand guide, and you can get this at the drop of a hat. If you have our systems, if you're using Skills Lab, you can see. So we're talking about the hero. If any of you all are familiar with the story brand what it talks about is being the hero of your story. A lot of people try to do product when they do sales, but when we're doing marketing, we don't want it to be all about the product. We want to make the customer the hero of the story. So every time you see a great movie, many people look at Star Wars, you need a guide, right? Yoda guided Luke Skywalker. You need someone to become the hero of the story. When we look at becoming the hero of the story, our goal is to make our customers the hero of the story, but we want to also show how does the product that they receive from us help them become the hero of the story that they're trying to live out. So we look at the problems. We look at your company. You meet the guy who gives them the plan, calls them to action, helps them avoid failure, and ends in success. What you're able to do with this is from this, you can tailor make all of your branding and marketing material as far as newsletters, blogs, video scripts, commercials, anything that you want to use, you can create a beautiful, high quality newsletter and commercials just from using the same guide. So do we want to move on? We sure do. So now with this, this is one of the greatest things ever. Drip campaigns are amazing. With this AI copywriter, we're able to create a whole email campaign for you. So yeah, would we like to move on? Yes. Copywriting is probably one of the best tools to use when you're using marketing. And we're able to do that at the drop of a hat. How many emails will we like in the sequence? Normally, when I do a drip campaign, we usually try to do about 4 emails in each campaign. So we'll say 4 emails. So right now it's creating 4 emails. Email 1, introducing. Email 2, addressing pain points. Email 3, overcoming objections. Email 4, strong call to action. And when we do drip campaigns, this is exactly how we would do it. We would do email 1, day 1, when the lead signs up. Email 2 would go day 2. We would probably wait 3 days and then do email 3. And then maybe wait another 2 to 3 days and we would do email 4. And by then you usually have a customer that is ready to buy. Now it's asking before finalize these emails. It wants to give feedback. So we want to move to the next step. Yes. So now you have a whole marketing agency working at your fingertips at the drop of a hat, showing me how I can improve it, our tone, our brand tone. We want final drafts, of course. So now look at everything from opening to content to call to action, and we can go even further. What I like to do when I'm working with the marketing agency tool, instead of making it make a picture or something for me, I like to take it through and say, hey, tell me exactly how I can go in Canva and create the graphic for these emails. And then I just go into Canva and I'm able to do that. So we finalized the emails. Let's wrap up this project. Yes. Now look at this invoice. They're showing us the total cost of all of it, how much all of this would cost. That's a pretty penny right there. That's something that you would be paying me if you sat down with me to do marketing and I was to create this with my team for you. But right now, we're able to use AI to save you $10,000. I need you to understand this tool is a productivity booster. We're able to see people 1,000x improvements in their team efficiency. We're also able to see people save money. So you're saving $10,000 with our AI tool and you get high quality results. This tool isn't just a set of features. It's a gateway to transform how you connect with your customers by focusing on their needs, positioning your branding as the guiding force, and you're not just marketing, you're making a difference in how they achieve their goals. So when you're using our skills lab and our AI tools, look at the marketing agent, look at something that can help you save time and save money better, faster, and cheaper. And that's all I have for them right now, Bart. Back to you.
Hey, thanks, Chris. And so, as Chris was going through this exercise, he was just moving on to the next step, right? Because of the nature of trying to get through this training pretty quickly. Uh, but in reality, the information that ChatGPT gives us is probably about 80 or 85% accurate. And so you can't just turn your brain off and use this tool, right? You need to go through and read the emails and make changes and say, well, I don't like this past failure, or I don't like these psychological triggers, replace it or give me five more options or something like that. And you really want to hone in as ChatGPT is giving you output. You have the ability to stop and say, well, I like most of these psychological triggers, but I don't like this one. Can you replace it? And it will. And so then when you finally got exactly what you need, then you move on to the next step, right? So you need to stay engaged in the process, because ChatGPT will get you about 85% of the way there, and then you need to engage a little further. So as Chris was saying, for the first time, we really have provable ROI with our training, and we can clearly demonstrate 10, 100, even 1,000x improvements in team productivity. If you can imagine, once you have the psychological triggers from this AI marketing agency tool that we've developed, you can use that every time you want to do something marketing related, not just your email campaigns, right? You can use it for every bit of marketing that you do uh, to that uh, to that ideal customer. The same thing with the story brand, right? Once you have the story brand wireframe brand script, you can use that when you want to reach out to the customers that you're turning into those heroes. So those are kind of things that once you've done it once, you can use it over and over and over again. And it just took you a few minutes to develop it. And so our AI Foundations preview. So what follows is a kind of a preview of our AI Foundations program from white belt all the way up to black belt. Before we start, though, I wanted to quickly talk about how this is really uh, as much about psychology as it is about technology. We are taking humans and we are transforming them into AI powered humans. And so we got to learn how to mentor people through this process, because this is such a new thing. And so we've seen this in action. I have a friend out in Florida who hired a lady who had been a homeschooling mom for the past 15 years. She was terrified of technology. She needed to get back in the workforce, um, but she was very, very hesitant to do anything technology related, especially AI. Well, she jumped into this and she actually beat the CEO of the company to black belt. And now she produces these incredible tools every single week that save the company money. And she's a completely transformed individual. I was on a call a couple of months ago with a fractional CFO, and she used to spend uh, the first weekend of every month compiling all of the financials and going through and doing things for her customers. And she would spend 20 hours over that weekend uh, putting everything together so that they would have her customers would have good financials. Well, she's now doing that in 2 hours during the week, and she's got her weekends back with her family, and she's the financial tools that we've created are pretty incredible. And finally, we have a client that really was just incredibly overworked, a very high turnover position that they have to hire for, and they're spending all this time trying to decide who to interview and things like that. And the HR tools we have really just helped her have a much less stressed job and more time with her family. And because she's so able to so quickly go through the candidates, and it will rank them. It will give you questions to ask, and you can compare it to your core values. There's so many different things you can do in a hiring kind of situation. So back to the AI Foundations preview. So our white belt, this is basically about getting comfortable with the base model tools. Uh, and then with the yellow belt, it's really about how do we use AI to become more productive in our specific role. So whatever your role is, we help you learn how to become more productive based on how AI can help you. And then orange belt is this is where we start thinking about AI as your cognitive super assistant. And I tell people all the time, like if you could have an executive assistant working for you and you could find that person at $20 an hour and they could produce good work for you, you would be really happy. Well, this tool is $20 a month and it produces master's and even PhD level information for you and can really be an incredible cognitive super assistant available to you 24/7. Moving on to the green belt, this is where we really start teaching people how to solve problems with AI. And this is where you can build specific tools. Um, so we show you how to build your own coach when you get through the green belt and you know how to build custom tools within ChatGPT. Blue belt, we take those tools that we're creating and we figure out how to get 100x improvements in our work processes. And then with the purple belt, it's really cool because ChatGPT can actually help you look into the future. So, what is the future of the role that I'm in, or what is the future of the role that I want to be in, right? And so, let's let AI help us understand that and then start getting trained up into how to move into that future. Our brown belt is really about where this is. So you'll start hearing a lot of terms out in the AI world as we get closer to ChatGPT 5 and some of the other things. And that term is AI agents. And AI agents are able to go out and do multiple things for you. Say, for example, you're sitting at home and you decide you're hungry, you don't want to get up and go anywhere. You could just tell your phone, hey, ChatGPT, uh, order me my favorite steak dinner from Outback, and it would go on to Uber Eats or DoorDash. It would place the order for you, have it delivered to you, pay for it, and everything. Think along those lines. You're just giving it a command. It goes off and does multiple steps and deals with multiple things. Um, we're the brown belt is about how you think through creating an agent like that. And what you saw with the AI marketing agency, that is kind of the precursor. So we were handing you off to different departments within that AI agency. It was doing several different commands. Now we were having to walk it along, but that's the idea behind the AI agents. And when you get to brown belt, you're able to create those. And then the black belt is really about mentoring others through this process of going from just being a human at work to being an AI powered human at work. And so when we go through these trainings, each session is structured the same way. We do a review of the program. We have the belt training. We actually have belt homework. If you want to get certified in a belt, you have to submit the homework and it has to be correct. And once we've reviewed it, we actually give you the certification and you have your green belt or your blue belt or whatever. Um, and so the white belt. Uh, the white belt is really, again, about getting comfortable with the base model tools. And we are not going to go through this training right now. But what I'm going to do is offer you, you can contact us and we will be happy to do a Zoom or uh, if you're located in Huntsville, Alabama, with where Chris and I are, we'll actually come to your place of business and do this at your place of business, but we will actually give you the white belt training for you and your team at no charge, which is normally a pretty hefty little fee there. So, but I am going to go through what we do in the white belt, and we show people how to create a ChatGPT account. You really need the paid version. It's $20 a month. You can get a free version, and you can do some of the things. But if you're really going to use this as a business tool, it's the best $20 a month that you will spend. We're going to show you how to install that app on your phone. There's a lot of knockoff apps out there, and they are cheaper, but then really what they do is just run on top of ChatGPT, and they limit what you can do. And it's very frustrating because the logos look the same and things like that. You need to use OpenAI's ChatGPT app, and that is the one to use. If you have a Mac, you can actually download an app onto your Mac for ChatGPT, which is really good. And then, so most people look at ChatGPT and they type a prompt in, right? They put text in and they expect to get text out. Well, most people don't realize that ChatGPT can do a whole lot more. Uh, we start with the text in, text out in the white belt, but we move from there to putting text in and getting an image out. You can describe what you want in a picture, in a graphic, and it will produce that for you. And then we can write software code. We can say, hey, I need a story brand wireframe website to sell this book that I've written, right? And it will produce the software code for you. We can put text in and get a file out. We can say, hey, I need this in a Word doc, or I need this in a PDF, and it will create that for us. We can actually use the voice command, and we can speak into it. So if you're wanting to transcribe something, you can just transcribe it into ChatGPT, and it'll save it as text. You can input an image and you can output text. So it will analyze your. I'm going to bring up this text here, and so it will analyze this file and tell you what this file uh, is supposed to do. Uh, so incredible opportunities to do things with different files and getting text out. So moving on from that, we can get input from the web. So ChatGPT verifies all of their data. Through December of 23 right now. So most of the material in 24 that's come out has not been verified, but you can go out onto the web and it will do searches based on that. And so you can get up-to-date information. Hey, I need the latest trends in AI for small business. Please give me a summary. And it will go out on the web, do that research, and give you a text output. You can input file and output text. So I could upload a PDF of a book and say, hey, give me a summary of this. Or I can a contract, right? A contract for that we're thinking about signing, and we can say, hey, analyze this contract and let me know where I might need to contest a clause, or where there might be a loophole that I'm not seeing, and things like that. So being able to very, very quickly take information in a file and get a summary out of it is incredible. Voice to voice. I love this because you can drive down the road and engage ChatGPT in a voice to voice situation. So you can turn your in-between moments while you're driving down the road into like your own on-demand university. Hey, I am interested in World War II history. Tell me about uh, the war that was going on in the Pacific, right? And then it'll spit it out, and then you just have a conversation back and forth. Well, I want to know more about this. I want to know more about this. I want to know more. And and so you can really, and then it saves that information as a text that you can access later in your history. And then finally, you can input code and output text. So you can actually pull the source code off of your website and ask it to do an analysis of the code and where you can improve the speed and the loadability and different things within your website. And that's stuff that uh, web guys used to charge several $100s for, and now you can just do it in a couple of minutes. And so these are the kind of things that we do with the white belt and that we will do for your organization. Um, and so I'm gonna come down here. Um, well, I don't have the slide I was looking for. Uh, but basically we will come do this white belt training. It takes about an hour uh, and we will do it for your whole staff free of charge on Zoom, or like I said, if you're in Huntsville or North Alabama, if we can get to you quickly, we'll do that as well. Um, and we would love to engage you in this process. Um, and if you have any questions, you can let us know. Chris, did you have anything that you wanted to add?
Not really. The only other thing that I think using this has helped the most, especially with what you just talked about with the white belt, is the voice to audio. Like it's so many times I'm driving in my car and an idea pops up and I'm just able to click chat GPT, speak what my thoughts, and it immediately takes it and I'm able to get new ideas done, get work done while driving down the car. I think that's one of the huge things that most people don't take advantage of, because when an idea pops in your head, it will leave if you do not write it down. And it's just like having my own note taker just right there. And I promise you, Bart, it's been phenomenal. Every idea I've had, I've been able to sit down. My wife thought I was crazy when she heard ChatGPT talking back to me, and we were just having a conversation. And it's just been a beautiful moment of realizing that everything that I've ever wanted to get done, there's a way and a plan that I can create while working with ChatGPT to get it done.
That's great, great thought. If you want more tools to get started in like that AI marketing agency and so forth, you can go to betterfastercheaper.ai, and we are consultants with Simple AI. There's about 100 of us around the world that are developing tools, and you can just put your email address in here and start out using our free tools. It's a great way to get started with ChatGPT and learning a little bit about how it can help you specifically in your business related to strategy execution as well as people. So that is it for today. If you have any questions, you can give either one of us a call, bart.justice@ariseforums.com and chris.thomas@ariseforums.com. We'll be happy to answer any of your questions. So thanks for watching, and we'll connect soon. Chris, did you have something else?
Or or maybe some pens.
No, the only other thing that well, I'm not going to say no. I definitely have something else. The only other thing that I would like to add with this is please understand what's going on and take advantage of AI right now. If you do not take advantage of what's going on right now with AI, I promise you, you will look back 6 months with regret. And I'm saying 6 months because that's how fast AI is moving. And what we have and all these tools that we have, we make it 10 times easier to use AI personally because it's in niche form with our skills and execution tools and our AI coaches.
Right. All right. Well, thanks, Chris, and thank y'all for watching, and we'll connect soon.